for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can't stop the time. How long will they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it, but we've got to fulfill the book. So won't you help to sing this song of freedom? It's all I ever am. Redemption song, redemption song, redemption song.
Legacy. Feel the vibe.
Gotta feel the vibe.
90.1 FM.
Yes. That was Jerry Dope. Jerry Dope. That was beautiful. That was really, really beautiful. And bring that back down there. Wow. That I mean, again, the first for me. I'm really feeling that. I could hear everything. Well, obviously, in here, and wow, and obviously this is the first time you two are meeting, isn't it? In things, but this is how it works, and this is listeners, what we call artistry, and obviously the beauty of Let me ask you what is the for you the beauty of being kind of like. Was it impromptu? Just something happening like that?
Yeah, totally. I mean, this is the first time I've even played with Jerry for a while. Still.
Yeah.
So just doing that then is just like,
and what do you kind of like? I know there must be a something that like I said to Lenky before, that point where you get past that nervousness and you're just there. The people are there, but you're wherever you need to be within your notes.
Yeah,
or within
and I think for me, I think it's a lot about just being comfortable in me. So I know I've got a style. I'm not wanting to try to be like anybody or try to sound like anybody. I know I've got my own style, so I'm comfortable with that now. So the fact that I know how far I can push myself, and the things that I can do, then I know how to then maybe try and slot in. If I know it's too difficult for me, go there.
And how do you kind of like challenge yourself in that sense to know that this is where I can go to. I'm not going to push it any further, or this is my area of music.
How do I challenge myself? I can't. A lot of it happens at home.
Okay.
So, I tend to be listening to artists and saying, right, okay. So, for example, if someone asks for me to sing a particular song, I say, all right then, but then I'm going to do it in my way.
Yeah.
And just change that and make it my song as opposed to sound like that. So I will be at home and I will work on that until I know I've got it to the point where it works for me and it's sitting right. If it's not, then I'm not doing that song. And
are you would you say you one or you're various type of genre of music, or does it depend who comes to you?
No, it varies. Yeah, so it'll be different genres that I will try and go with. I was just trying to think of something that I was doing yesterday, because what I try and do is kind of see how far I can stretch my vocal.
Yeah.
So that's a lot about the warm up and kind of doing my range, and in fact, I'm getting lots of ideas from the likes of YouTube.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Just tapping into that and just saying, if I'm struggling with something, actually just tapping an idea and just see what pops up and who else is out there, offering that support and giving kind of suggestions and pointers. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, every day it's a learning.
And the first kind of interest in music, you said your dad has been, you know, an influence and has been obviously supportive. He's seen something. But when you think back to the probably time when you were there with the hairbrush in the mirror,
of course,
and stuff like that,
and my cousins and all that, was like, shut up. But no, I think when I think about music from the very first time, and anybody in the family kind of doing anything, it was my auntie. I recall her getting ready to do stuff, and I knew that she was singing in the odd clubs every now and again, and she was young at the time and should have been babysitting us and wasn't.
Okay.
But she talked about going Reno and those places.
Yeah.
But no, she had a vocal and she used to try and teach us to sing. So I recall being about, I don't know, 6, 7, and she's like, right, I want you to sing this song. And she'd go, Iris Sister Natty Dread. And we'll go, Sister Natty Dread, and get it wrong. So she used to just clap us up. You know, but that was kind of that growing and experience, you know, around her. So I think if anyone was like a major influence, I think my auntie P.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for any other particular, anyway, listeners, we'll be right back. and we might have we've got a treat for those of you, the regular listeners to the search engine. We may have a treat. Well, we have got a treat for you when we come back. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. You get a pen as well. We're going to give you an address and give it a try and let us know what you think. All right. See you in a bit.
Cool.
Legacy 90.1 FM. Feel the vibe.
Legacy 90.1.
Legacy 90.1 FM Feel the Vibe present World Music Showcase will take place Saturday the 3rd of June at the Bannon Wall, 25 Swan Street, Manchester M4 5JZ, featuring the best on Zouk, salsa, reggaeton, hip-hop, soul and much more on the night. Doors open 9:30 p.m. Advance tickets will be at £7, £10 on the door. Tickets available on Bannon Wall website and box office. Also from Legacy Radio.
Legacy 90.1.
Yes, listeners, DJ Light here. Catch me down at Band on the Wall 3rd of June at the World Music Showcase. Plenty of music. I'll be there playing some jungle drum and bass, strictly vinyl.
Greetings, it's me, Sister Naomi, inviting you to my year-to-year Earth Day celebration. It's all about Come Pull Up the Vibes. Saturday the 3rd of June at the Western, Great Western Street, M16, 7PA. DJs on the night, playing reggae revival Roots and Lovers, Count D from the original JLS, Sylvester the Cat, Sister D, Silver Rose, and myself, Sister Naomi, alongside a very special guest. Admission is absolutely free before 11 p.m. and only £5 thereafter. Doors open 10 p.m. till 3 a.m. So come and join me and drop 2 foot and pull up the vibes.
We the People Promotions presents Back to Basic, preserving our authentic dancehall culture, bringing back the original dancehall style, when 3 big sounds string up in a lawn. From the south, we have one of the pioneers that paved the way for our sound system culture today, Sir Lloyd Coxon of the legendary Coxon International. Out of the Midlands, we have the One Love Festival Sound Clash champion, Love Express Sound, with Commissioner Benji and crew, and flying the flag from the north, we have the year-to-year seasoned veteran sound Megatone Foundation with Mega Dread and the full family. All sounds will be playing on their own systems, original back in the day style. The venue is the West Indian Sports and Social Club, Westwood Street, Manchester, M14 4SW. We start at 10 p.m. and go until late. Tickets £10 in advance with limited tickets on the door, so get your tickets early to avoid disappointment. Tickets available from all the sounds on the bill and the usual ticket outlets. For more info, call 07453 777 226.
Manchester, it's time to get shaggy. G-Star Empire proudly presents worldwide Grammy Award-winning artist Shaggy live in concert on Friday the 16th of June at Manchester Academy, Oxford Road. From reggae and rap to R&B, Shaggy is the daddy. Grab your tickets now from ticketline.co.uk or ticketmaster.co.uk. Do it now, because this is one show you won't want to miss. On June the 16th at Manchester Academy. Be there.
Legacy 90.1 FM.
Feel the vibe. Feel the vibe.
Feel the vibe.
Yes, and welcome back. You're in tune to the Search Engine with Anthony. Well, let me start again. Welcome to the Search Engine Live, Search Engine UK Live Musically. That's it. And our special guest in the studio this evening is Empress Asha, who, before we went, we had a conversation, but before that she shared with us a track. And yeah, it was amazing. She's here. She's accompanied by Lenky, the sax on the saxophone, and also by Jerry Lindo on his guitar. Yeah, I did ask him if it had a name, but did you tell me it had a name, Jerry? Love, his guitar. his guitar called Love. Now, yeah, as I said, your views, opinions, wanted, needed, much appreciated. 07599642626. I suppose you can also call the studio 0161222256636. And the treat that I was talking about to those of you who are listening is that for this and for the Search Engine Live, you can go and actually have a look at this show taking place live musically, and if you got a pen there, if you write or tap into YouTube, and what you need to tap in is Search Engine UK Live Musically. That's Search Engine UK Live Musically, and you will be able to see the guests in the studio while they do their thing. You'll be able to see Lenky move his fingers. Yeah, you'll be able to see Jerry strumming his love guitar, and you'll be able to hear Empress Asha with her amazing, beautiful dulcet tones. And yeah, well, let's go again. Let's have another track. Let's have what can you share with us? Now I'm going to put you on the spot now a little bit, yeah. And probably we have this thing that happened, this horrible incident that took place on Monday in town. Now we know it's those type of incidents are taking place all over the world, but Manchester has had its attacks before, but nothing like this. And it's I don't think anybody can help but be touched by it. First of all, your thoughts about that, and then if there's anything in your repertoire or songs that you would sing as some form of a message and whatever to that.
I think these are loud, but
oh, should just see. Which one are you in? Two. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I've got lots of thoughts about the events that happened last week. Where do you start? Where do you start?
How did you feel when you heard about it?
It was my girl Camila who messaged me. I think before it started being reported on the news, so on the TV, because I think there was lots of information being shared over social media, and at that point I think she may have been on one of the sites, and then she'd messaged to say, oh my days, what's going on, check out the social media sites, Emmy and Arena, and it was like, what do you mean? So going straight in to just find out what was going on, it was just craziness. My background, I'm a qualified social worker, children and families.
Snap. Not children and families, but social work a bit.
So it was deep, I suppose, going into work, I think the next day, you know, and kind of going into that environment. It was quite low and quite sullen. I think everybody was just kind of hit by it, whether it was directly or indirectly. Everybody was kind of responding to that situation, because I don't think there was any one person that it didn't really touch in some way. What are my thoughts about it? I don't know what to say. I think I'm just kind of speechless. I kind of have my own ideas. I don't know if I can kind of share that right now. I kind of like to keep those views kind of to myself.
Well, the thing is, it's a time where when something like it's a time where really views, I'm not telling you to share your views because that has to be down to you, but for me this is a time where those views that probably haven't been shared need to be able to be allowed to be shared in a safe kind of environment, because I think when things fester and things are not unsaid and people are stopped from being able to speak their mind, this is where you get things happening underground and get these surprises. And something's not happening that needs to happen because this is happening all over the place. So there's a conversation that needs to be had that's not being had. You know, there's a song that needs to be sung that's not being sung. You know, and if we're seeing, we know children are dying all over the place. I mean, I've got some opinions on I'm not going to say that right now. Okay, but it's not. You know, this boy who carried out this thing, he was born here. You know, he's gone through our schools here, educated here, and at 22 decided to do what he's done. So there's so many.
Of course there is, and
questions.
It takes a lot to get to that point, to make that decision to say, okay, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to take this stance. I'm ready to lose my life over this. That's deep.
Yeah.
You know, that's heavy. And it's like, wow. For me, it's about, you know, the parents that his mum gave birth to him. You know, so I'm talking about on a different level, you know, because she's, you know, they've lost a child as well as, you know, and I'm not condoning anything that he's done, but this loss is going on everywhere. And we talk about the conversations that need to be had, but needs to be had with who? Who are the people that need to be hearing this? Why are these conversations still not been had yet? You know, and will those conversations happen in our lifetime?
Well, again, it's for me. It's who if we put it on the table, if we recognise the severity of what's happened, and we're talking about children are asking questions. Yeah, there's this thing like saying like from the mouth of young people, you know, truth comes because the bias is not necessarily there as yet. So we've got what answers are we giving them as to why this is happening, or whether this is the world that they've got to look forward to grow up into. So you know, it's about what for me has to be done and said that hasn't been done and said before. I mean, I do applaud all the support and how Manchester seems to have dealt with the aftermath of it, in the sense of coming together. Still very early days, but I hope we do come out of it in a positive way. So
Absolutely.
Saying all that, and hopefully, in a sense, taking it to a higher level and not staying in that doldrums, because we do need to move on, we do need to learn, we do need to create a better community, a better society, a better world. So in the vein of that, what can we jam on that? What can you share with us, Empress Asha?
I've got a song that I did called Make a Change, but I'm not sure what we've got together to do that. Now, I'm quite happy to start off a cappella, and if you guys can
just
do your thing behind me.
Just Lenky and Jerry it up.
Yeah, should we go for that?
Hear that, listening. So Empress Asha is gonna start a track, a cappella, and
now this track was released through a music project that I was involved with called Beat Bazaar.
Okay.
And the producer on this is called Lorian Edwards. Great guy. Now, I wrote this song about 4-5 years ago, maybe a bit longer, but never had a beat or rhythm or anything to it. We've managed to pull that together. That was released, I think, last year. And there was a video on YouTube.
Okay.
With it, and it has been released. It's on iTunes and all your digital places.
Right.
Yeah. So it's called Make a Change.
Make a Change. And as I said before, listeners, you can tune in on YouTube and see the artists that we have in the studio, and you just have to tap in to YouTube, search engine UK Live Musically. That search engine UK Live Musically, and you'll be able to see Empress Asha sharing this song with us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let me stand out. Hold this up.
What kind of thing is it? What kind of vibe? Funky? Is it R&B?
R&B-ish. It's not going to be a rock. No. But yeah, just follow.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it?
Follow.
Just follow.
That's the woman thing coming out. Anyways, okay, so here's Make a Change. And yeah, I hope you like it. It goes. Ghetto man living in the slum. We know it's hard, no, it ain't no fun. Now it's time to turn the thing around, yeah. I move to higher ground. You keep on fighting, mama's crying. Baby, father's here just dying. Need a change for the future of the world. For the boys and girls said, ooh, make a change. Need to change. Ooh, make a change. Said ooh, make a change. You keep on running off track. Everywhere you turn, you're watching your back. Stop and think, avoid the mistakes. Losing a loved one while a bond to break. Believe in yourself, turn this thing around. Don't let the wicked high hold you on the ground. Head up high, stand up firm, and love your enemy, goddamn will learn. Said ooh, 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 make a change. Said ooh, make a change. Time you see it, he waits for no man. Got to make it right, you need to overstand. Good over evil will see you through, 'cause karma will come back at you. Ladies of the night, stop and listen. Slackness in the dance, stop promoting. Dignity and pride should be showing to let our children rise. We need a change. Ooh, make a change. Make a change. Ooh, you need a change. Make a change. Ooh, make a change. Get on it. Living in the slum. We know it's hard. No, it ain't no fun. Stop and think. Avoid the mistakes. I'm losing a loved one. I want a bond to break. Make a change.
Woo, woo. Legacy 90.1 FM. Drive time.
Oh wow! Well, it's not drive time. That was the wrong jingle I put on there. But you know, you can excuse me in the excitement of being here. You know, listening to Empress Asha, watching Lenky and Jerry. Yeah, that was absolutely great. Make a change. Make a change. And wow, that really went with the conversation we was having before that, because that's what does need to happen in making a change. So, Empress Asha, you growing up, where is it that you hail from?
Growing up, okay then. So in terms of my background, mom and dad, both of them are members of the 12 tribe of Israel.
Okay.
So yeah, Asha is one of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a link there. Yeah, brother and sister at home.
To Manchester.
Manchester, Kippax Street, Charlton, Old Trafford. Yeah, Hume back to Old Trafford. Yeah.
So you're of that kind of like era where, well, I don't know your age, but where you know,
I'm old.
You're not old. You're not as old as me.
Grey as a popping tree.
I got mine. We don't call them grey, you know.
The silver
or platinum.
Okay. I stand corrected.
That's where we go with. So you're aware that this, you know, many changes that's happened in this community, and a lot of things that we've gone through, which again I'd say that track that you just sang is really pertinent about making a change, because we've gone through so many changes here within the community, and saying that within the 12 tribes, that's a very, again, linking it to what we were talking before, and confidence, because that must have been quite a confidence.
Of course.
Well, I don't know, because for some people it's like you might feel like you stand out in some way, and for some people that does bring confidence, because you know who you are, you know where you come from, and for some it can be, oh, why are you making me different? How was it for you?
Growing up, I think in the house it was the place to be. Because I think in the circles that we were around and that we grew up in, there was a lot of people coming through. So the elders now were the young people at that time, you know, and there was enough of them, and they were fruitful, and everybody, you know, had that kind of fire and the, you know, that fight and energy behind them. So anything that was put in the hand to, it was putting 100% into that, in terms of what they were doing. So within the 12 tribes house, there's different bodies. So you had your cooking body, you had the music body, you had the sound body, you had, you know, so we was around a lot of those members often, frequently, you know, so the energies that they was bringing, that's going to kind of resonate and transpire and, you know, come on to us as youths growing up, you know. So you always felt like you was part of something, and something great.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of what like you may have took for granted growing up in that type of a household. Like for myself, I grew up with the Jesus and that table, the Last Supper picture, and other things, things like that. And I would say that you didn't have none of that in your
We had some of that, because my grandma was a, you know, strict Christian. Okay. You know, so, you know, we had kind of the mix, the balance was there, which is great, because you know Sunday school, we still have to go Sunday school regardless, you know, and that I think helps kind of build you into who you then become.
Definitely. And when you do your songs, so like for instance, Make a Change, is it an event, an incident, you know, that may prick you to say, wow, I'm going to do a song about that, or some 3-4 words that might come into your head, and then you build on that? How does it, what is your inspiration?
I think a lot of it is about events, it's about experience, it's about what's been going on, what I've kind of grown up around, and also the kind of experiences of other people as well, you know. So there's been like a couple of tracks, one, Raindrops, that I wrote a while ago, but that came about from a friend who wrote poems. So, and I didn't even know he wrote poems until he told me. I was like, what? So that was Bad Full Stop, Money Clothing.
Okay, yeah.
And so I said to him, I tell you what then, get your poems, because you're not doing nothing with them, split them up into 3 kind of verses, and I'll find a hook.
Okay.
For it. And that's how Raindrops came about. So with that track, he's kind of rapping on it, and I'm dropping the hook on that track. But then my dad used to say to me, imagine if you have a gig and the person that you're collaborating with is not available to do that gig with you. What you going to do with that song, because you can't rap? So I was like, okay, all right then. He's making a point. So I'll write a track called Raindrops as well. So at the point where I'm not able to do the rap version, I'll do the melody version, so I'll do the vocal version
Mhm.
where I've written the full song on Raindrops. Same with the first song that I wrote called Maija. There was Lazarus dropped some bars on there, but I had to kind of re-record it where it's just me, so I've got two versions of it. And my dad always says, you know what, make sure that you've always got our backup so that you can then perform it on your own. So what I then did was use guys who could play instruments and then re-record.
So where would you like to? I mean, what vision sometimes do you have or see yourself somewhere performing? Where would you like that to be?
You know what? I've not even got that. I haven't got like a vision to be performing anywhere. I think the opportunities that have come about, which have allowed me to do that, are what I hold on to.
Okay.
Because I've had some great opportunities. Even one recently where Garth Williams, bless him, was doing a fundraiser at the Deaf Institute. That was amazing. You know, it wasn't a huge crowd. I like intimate kind of spots.
Okay.
I prefer the intimate gigs. But yeah, I know I had the opportunity. You know, there was we was on the Legacy stage a couple of years ago, and we performed a couple of tracks on that at Carnival.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my days. God.
Yeah.
Really? Me?
Yeah.
You know, Mega's been involved with a couple of shows and asked me to come and perform. You know, Freddie McGregor. Master Griffith's been in the gig. You know, I'm just like, oh my God.
You're not pulled by BGT or X Factor or
Oh, who? Me?
Voice or
me? No, sure.
Why do you say that?
No.
Is it like
now that's what you call pressure.
Okay.
Them the pressure.
So is that what, a confidence?
You know, I think it's more about knowing people who have gone for it.
Yeah.
I've not got as far as they'd hoped, and I'm just like, but they're amazing, you know. So I'm just like, I can't take the pressure, man. Sure, I'd rather just do what I'm doing. You know, I'm quite happy with what I'm doing.
But also, you've seen, I mean, not pushing the topic, but there's also been people that you know are not probably that good, and it's just something about, you know.
Yeah, because you got you know, there's music that will be played on the air, and you're just like, how did they get airplay sounding like that, you know? But it is what it is.
It's where it
you
goes.
know, and it's just like, you know, where the opportunity arises and people kind of connect with what I'm doing and are enjoying it, you know, then that's the most that, you know.
And
I
you were
can
saying
ask for.
before about other people that are in Manchester and producers and people who call you to events. Is that a kind of you know, like they have circuits in comedy and things like that? Is it a kind of a place where it is supportive? Could there be more that's done in that area to support artists in Manchester?
Yeah,
or more?
I think more could be done. I think, you see, because I don't want to be seen as a person that seems to be the one that gets approached more than anybody else. I think there's enough for a lot of people to then have that opportunity and, you know, be able to kind of showcase their talent or showcase what they can do. It's not just a one-sided thing, do you know what I mean? So I'm a type of person who will say, if I'm invited to do a gig, okay, I've got a couple of musicians that I want to bring with me, or I've got another singer that may be there as well. Is it alright I can bring them along and factor them into the kind of package or whatever, you know? Because, you know, there's enough there for everybody. And I'm not selfish in that way, shape or form.
And that's exactly what you've done here. And saying that, I'm going to again put kind of like on the spot, and I'm going to ask for something. I don't know. I don't think it's impossible for you to both, but if I can get a little solo from yourself, Lenky, and also from yourself,
Indeed,
Jerry. I don't know if you've got anything specific in mind, or whether you want to start Lenky and then Jerry come in and then you stop and Jerry continue, or just do two separate solos.
Normally guitarist comes in first, doesn't it, Jerry?
Yeah, man.
What if you want me to start? I'll start.
I don't business.
Go on then, Jerry.
Jerry don't business. So we're gonna listeners, like I said, yeah. If you wanna hear and you wanna see these guys playing live, you can do that by going on search engine UK Live Musically. If you tap that into YouTube, then you can see these guys. You can see their shiny instruments and their fiddly fingers doing their work. So that search engine UK Live Musically. Tap that into YouTube and you can see these guys. So who's going first here?
Do you want me to play some chords?
Yeah.
All right then. Jerry's going to go a bit further than a tease for us. And then we're going to have Lenky Sax playing us some of his shiny saxophone. Okay, when you're ready.
We're going to do it in A again.
A, everything's in A.
Yeah. What can I do? Hold on.
Louder.
It's going to go to D.
Legacy 90.1 FM.
Feel the vibe. Feel the vibe.
Feel the vibe.
Legacy 90.1.
Legacy 90.1 FM Feel the Vibe present World Music Showcase will take place Saturday the 3rd of June at the Bannon Wall, 25 Swan Street, Manchester M45JZ, featuring the best on Zouk, salsa, reggaeton, hip-hop, soul and much more on the night. Doors open 9:30 p.m. Advance tickets will be at £7, £10 on the door. Tickets available on Bannon Wall website and box office. Also from Legacy Radio.
Legacy 90.1.
Yes, listeners, DJ Light here. Catch me down at Band on the Wall, 3rd of June at the World Music Showcase. Plenty of music. I'll be there playing some jungle drum and bass, strictly vinyl.
The Nubian Times, your source for diverse news. Online daily at thenubiantimes.com. Bad news sells, good news inspires.
On Saturday the 17th of June, 6 of the UK's baddest sound. Battle for the right to represent represent the UK at World Clash 2017. Only one can win. In the Rumble will be Platinum Cartel, Immortal, Ecstasy 4x4, Natural Affair, Little Sample and Classy. The UK Rumble Saturday the 17th of June at Street Life Leicester, 24 Dryden Street, LE1 3GE. Doors open from 10 p.m. till 5 a.m. Clash starts midnight sharp. Tickets are priced at £22.50 plus booking fee from all usual outlets. Or call 07549 588 242. Yes, London, here I come.
Live Experience Entertainment and Road to Show presents Summer Reggae Fest 2017, featuring live in concert for one massive UK show. The return of the Emperor, Shabba Ranks. Shabba, live for one night only with Maxi Priest, Barrington Levy, and Mr. Vegas. Saturday, 1st of July at the SSE Arena, Wembley. Doors open 5:30, showtime 7 p.m. sharp. Tickets from £40 to £60 plus booking fee from access.com. Call 0844 815 0815. And from usual outlets, Shabba, Maxi, Barrington and Vegas, plus what's of a showcase, Shawnee B, Daddy Ernie and Daddy Fridge. It's gonna be epic.
Legacy. Feel the vibe.
Gotta feel the vibe.
90.1 FM.
And welcome back. You're in tuned to the Search Engine Live, Search Engine UK Live Musically taking place here, right here in the Legacy Studio. We've got Empress Asha, we've also got Lenky on the sax and Jerry Lindo on his amazing guitar, and we had a impromptu solo there from both Lenky and Jerry. What's your favourite kind of? I know I think I asked you this already, but when you're jamming and you just go, is it just jazz? Is it jazz? Do you know what? I see. Do you? And I'm going to say this, and I might be wrong. Do you sometimes play in town?
No.
No. I've seen somebody with a sax in town. You know
Maybe impersonating me.
Not quite. Okay. Do you have a track for you that you love to play on that instrument?
To be honest with you, even just today I was playing to Addicted. Addicted is a really good tune to play to on the saxophone.
What's that?
It's a track that I did.
Yeah.
Diamond is a producer on Addicted.
Okay.
Again, there's another track on YouTube with it as well.
Yeah. And how what's the what was the inspiration behind Addicted?
Basically, we went to the festival, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
And we performed at the festival. The Moving
Yeah.
Festival. And
Moving Festival.
I think I played on one of Diamond's tracks again. That went well. And then obviously I got introduced to You're Addicted. And since then, I felt it out on the saxophone, and it went down really.
So this was a song that you wrote. Okay, so for you, where was the inspiration for that? Is this a love song?
Yeah, ish.
Okay.
It's one of those when you're in that situationship, them ones there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but it was one of those situations where we was in the again on the Beat Bazaar project,
right?
And Diamond had put together a beat and says, right, there you go. Anybody all right to that? There you go. So I was just like, I'd never heard it the first time he suggested it, and then there was one time that I just heard this beat and I was like, eh? So I was like, let me just try something here. And then as soon as I took it, I went, right, I've written to it. And it was just one of those situations where you didn't even have to think about it. Just the beat just kind of, something just connecting. I was like, this works. This weren't anything that I'd written years ago. It was just those momentarily, that moment situation where I was just like, this works, mate. So before we'd even recorded it, I had an opportunity to perform at I Love Live event at the Fallow Cafe. And 8 Gold Rings was the kind of the resident band that played behind Localize. So it's just showcasing them. And I says, right, I want to play this one. Can we just kind of work it out and see how it goes? So we go. So all right then, cool. On the night, I had Diamond and Sylvia Teller and, enough people, Attilia, just loads of different people just come along from the project. And the place was packed. I also had family friends that came. My late cousin Roger Hammond, his friends came along as well. And I was like, I don't know how this is going to go down. I also had Zebby, little Zebby from Zebbyline Production, come along because I'd worked with him in the past.
Yeah.
And I know there was a track that we'd done together, so I says, come along and let's just perform one of the tracks that we've done as well. But you see when we did Addicted, you see when that band started playing, I was like, oh my God! I was like, damn it, Ed, we need to record this. And that's what happened. So we have got live musicians playing on that track from 8 Gold Rings as well.
Okay, well, I can't give a much more better introduction to Addicted.
So when Linky's come up with his sax and then comes and plays, you know, behind that at the festival, I was like, oh my God.
So that's where you first met? Did you meet before that?
We introduced before that, but musically we haven't clashed yet. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So can we get Addicted?
Should we do that?
Yeah, you go for it. I'm open.
Okay, let's go for it.
Jerry hasn't done Addicted before, has
No.
he? But you'll
So
just Jerry it up, innit?
Just us two. Will it work?
We can try.
You can try.
You can
Just
try
try
it,
with
yeah.
me.
We'll find it.
Fall in.
Yeah. Follow. That's
I've got no man in
follow. Okay,
Let's do this.
search engine listeners, and again, for you all, I mean, for all people, I don't know why, the text number is 075 9964 2626. I don't know if it's not working because people are sending texts to my phone. Loving the music, guys. Sister Empress Asha, amazing, great show. Also making a change, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And
Thank you.
loving the sax. Okay, thank you for that. But like I said, text number 07599642626. And yeah, we're going to get Addicted now. We're listening to Empress Asha, Search Engine Live. And if you want to see this music being done, and yeah, thank you also for the people who have linked in on YouTube and are watching at the moment.
Oh yeah.
The link is Search Engine UK Live Musically. So that's a Search Engine UK Live Musically, and you can see the artists Empress Asha, Lenky Sax, and Jerry Lindo in the studio. So here we're gonna go. We're gonna get Addicted.
So there is a video out there on YouTube, and I had a backing vocalist on the recording, and that's my girl Jenny. Jenny, is it Shields? I don't even want to pretend that I even know it off the top of my head, but she's a darling. She's got a fantastic vocal there, and she's great. And anytime, if you know, even if I need to perform it live, she's just on it. Do you need me to come along, Asha? I'm quite happy to come along with you, you know, Asha. And it's just like, you know, the love. And on the video, some people, if they watch it, will notice. They may recognise a couple of people on there because they've got, some of our local
that sing like harmony.
Yeah. So there's a woman called Sharon on there. You might know if you watch the video.
Okay.
David Henry's on the drums.
Wow, David
on the video,
Henry, man.
yeah. And Barry Johnson's playing the bass guitar, mate. Well, that I mean for the video purpose, but the fact that they're there, it's just like it just means a lot. Diamond is on the keys.
Well, this is it. I mean, the name. I got the text of the name again. I don't know if it was this machine. Listen, listeners, you need to test this machine for me. 07599642626. Because again, I got this message on my phone. And Rubber Legs, the person who we spoke about, and as you said, the bass guitar, it kind of reminded me of him. And his name is Noel Edwards.
Noel Edwards,
known as Rubber Legs, and his funeral's taking place tomorrow.
Yeah. Brother Zebby,
at HQ.
he was a Zebby as well.
Yeah.
My dad told me, I messaged him, so he was telling me. But he played, I think, with Finley Quay. He's in one of his videos.
Okay.
So check it out.
I interrupted you.
It's all right.
What you were saying?
But no, let's try.
Let's get
Let's see what we
Addicted.
can do.
Addicted.
Addicted to you, got me crazy, crazy for you, your love. Addicted to you, got me crazy, crazy for you, your love. I really didn't expect for you to be the one for me. See, I got so caught up in this web, enough said. You can't see what you're doing to me. Feeling for your love, emotions high, temperature rise, rise to the skies above. Addicted to you, got me crazy, crazy for you, your love. Addicted to you, got me crazy, crazy for ya, your love. I've got the tune in my head. It's good listening to him play all day. Respect and honesty, simplicity works for me. Simply be, no fuss, no fights, no ups, no downs, straight harmony, harmony. We're on the right track, ain't no turning back. Reflecting on our love, watch the world pass us by, side by side, intertwined in love. Addicted to you, got me crazy, crazy for you, your love. Addicted to you, got me crazy, crazy for you, your love. Addicted to you, got me crazy, crazy for you, your love. Addicted to you, got me crazy, crazy for ya, your love.
Woo, woo. Legacy 90.1 FM. Feel the vibe. Feel the vibe.
Addicted. That was beautiful. And I think I'm getting addicted. most definitely. To this vibe that's in the studio this evening, listeners and watchers who are watching at the moment on search engine UK Live Musically. Can you do messages on that?
I'm gonna try.
Not as yet. Remember, we're starting. It's going. We'll no doubt develop and be able to, for those who are actually watching, to be able to interact and ask some questions as well as doing that. I know you said before, Empress Asha, that you like it when you've got that people behind you and things like that. And I know I've heard other artists say like when they sing in front of big bands and stuff like that. There's like I don't know, sometimes because you would you obviously would know your song like Addicted or whatever you've written, or you've done the music to it as well, so you will know when somebody's lenkying it up or jerrying it up in a certain way. And I suppose that sometimes it could be an irritant. And okay, all right then, thank you 540. Hey, yeah. Right, that's not me trying to sing, because I know I can't. Yeah, but in that situation, you can actually, it could be work two ways, couldn't it? Because I could change it up and you think, what are you doing? I'm but once you're used to it, and then somebody comes into it, it can actually inspire you as well. Have you got certain artists that you know that just do that anyway? There's no way they're gonna just go with the plane. They're always gonna add something in, or is that a relationship that has to be built up over time?
It's more about the relationship. So I suppose in rehearsal, that's where
you get to do that.
Yeah, you kind of work that one out, but where they're kind of improvising and that, and you just go with it. Yeah, I suppose it's about knowing your band and knowing that actually they may just go somewhere else with it. So if you you've got that connection with them, you're able to follow them with that, then that's fine. But sometimes it might not work as well. Yeah.
Would you like to give up the day job and do this full time?
That's what the day staff keep asking me. It's like, you're mad, why are you doing this? But yeah, if it was possible to do that. At the moment,
it's not easy, is it?
No.
It's not. I mean, a lot of people, we see what we see out there. But I did a show and I was speaking to Maccabee, and he's somebody who tours virtually a lot, and he shared with us some of the reality of being out there on the road and touring and playing at certain venues across the country. But it's saying that in the sense of the difficulty and the challenges, sometimes they're still doing it. So, and
I suppose that's the passion that they've got. Music is their thing, and this is their bread and butter, if you like. I think because I know that what I do outside of music is what's keeping the roof over my head at this moment in time, then that's what I'm kind of working with at the moment, where the opportunity arises, that I can say, actually, I've got a choice and I've got options here now.
Yeah.
Let me see whether I can progress this a bit further, then time will tell.
And what for you, I don't know if it's happened or if you've had that thought, because obviously we're in here, we know it's music, and this station majority plays music, so we know Bob Marley does that. Well, it's in many of his songs, Natural Mystic. When music hits you, you kind of like feel no pain. So what I'm asking you about is for you, how you would describe the ability and the power of music and the actual, for you, in the sense of genres, and coming from your childhood, what kind of what's the word, builds you up? Is it like drums?
Bass is my thing.
Bass.
I like to hear a heavy bass in a track. I don't know what it is about bass. Don't get me wrong, I like other instruments. I like the jazziness and the thing about the sax. But
the fingers.
The bass is for me. So I think when you hear my tracks that I've got the beats and the rhythm and there's heavy basses behind them. Because for me that helps kind of move me. The drums are good, the drums have got the rhythm, but the bass for me, I don't know what it is. But it's something, and I suppose going to as a child and growing up and being in 12 Tribes, we always kind of went to like the celebrations or the colour dances and stuff. There was loads of kids about the place, so we've been surrounded by music for a long time, and hearing that, it's just like kind of in your skin, in your bones. So it's just that in terms of singers growing up, Dennis Brown's my one. Dennis Brown.
Dennis Brown, I think, because my sister who's passed away, she was the one for us who brought the first reggae tracks into our house, and that was one of the money in my pocket. Like Dennis Brown, wasn't it? That track, and you had all your dances. That was what went with the tracks at that time.
Absolutely.
Because I remember I had somebody on this show, and or I was doing research for a program for the search engine, and I came across the track MPLA. MPLA, Natty going on a holiday, Natty bring away your sorrow. And I didn't know at the time. I used to sing it all the time, do the dance and that, but I didn't know the meaning. What it was about. It was about Angola, and was it Angola, and what was going on there at the time that it was taking place, and the music and reggae bringing these issues educationally out. So and again, when you look at Roots, when you look at 12 Tribes, that is very much what is in the music, and in the track. I think tell me if I'm wrong, it's Make a Change. You actually mention about did you say dance hall?
Yeah.
In that sense, what was you saying to us in that?
I was saying the ladies of the night, stop and listen. Slackness in the dance. Stop promoting. Because dignity and pride.
And I did
be showing our kids.
I did a show on here a while ago, and it was called his dance hall, mashing up the reggae scene in the sense of that, and you know, I put you kind of like in that kind of like genre of people like Itana, like Queen Ifrika, in the sense of messaging the music type of thing. How do you feel about? Obviously, you put it in your song. Do you know what I mean? But in the sense of what you see out there in that people that you mentioned, bass player. I remember Miss Kim, David. Was David the bass player that you said?
No.
David the drummer.
David Henry's the drummer.
Yeah, the drummer.
Barry Johnson's the bass player.
Yeah. Do you think it's a demise in reggae? Do you think it's something that belongs? Can't get rid of it now, but does it belong in a certain type of place?
Okay, so reggae music has gone through it's evolved on it over time. So then what we've got is different versions of reggae music. So they've been called various different things: ragga, dancehall, bashment, you know, and the likes. I think the music is not the issue. I think it's the lyrics that are brought into it is what the problem is. So it's almost kind of opening the floodgates to allow for like no boundaries to be kind of applied to what's being said and what's being delivered. I think my issue with it is that the kids are tapping into this, so therefore where is the protection then for the kids? I know we were protected a lot as children as we was growing up. There wasn't a lot of what's going on now in our faces, but then part of me is wondering whether things were going on, we're so protected that we didn't actually see what was really going on.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, most definitely. Got a text in and says we need someone big to come and sign up everyone there right now. Star.
Oh, bless.
Big up Empress Asha.
Thank you.
You know, and I know you said before, a lot of what you do for the inspiration, you do for the vibe, you do for the feeling, everything for money. But still, you know, you got a day job. For some people, they are choosing to do this as their
that is their day job.
So they can't always, when somebody says come and do this festival or come and do this event here, they can't oblige that. But do you think there's more that could be done in the sense of events? Remember that like 219 Club or whatever that used to be on the TV where every week, or do you remember? I think even at the Junction, didn't they used to have live bands on there on every week? Where is that like? You know, this is your area that people today could go and say, yeah, like once a week I can hear, you know, live music or live reggae music, where some like it's probably the likes of David and yourselves are jamming.
I know on a weekly, I know David have like a residency in Altrincham.
Okay.
Where they perform a lot of the time. I think it's I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called. But that's where they are, I think, at the weekend. So I think Friday and Saturday, if I've got that right. And they've been there a while, you know, and I know I've been up there a couple of times to watch them perform, and you know they've got a really nice kind of setup there, and they have like a rolling of singers who perform. So it's not just one singer who's performing every week, you know. They kind of alternate it as well, and I know he's cursing the life out of me because he keeps telling me I need to come up there and do the same, and I keep saying I'm coming and can't reach.
So now we'll get a drum kit in there. You have to get another finger on it.
But I think the likes of like Westford Street should be utilised differently, and being it, you know, should be able to kind of provide that type of environment on a weekly basis for the local people and people in the community to encourage, you know, those who are interested in live music to to get involved. You know, I think even the likes of HQ, you know, it's about using the space that we've already got to its advantage.
Yeah.
You know, and I
it's
don't
an
think
amazing
we do
venue,
that well.
HQ, isn't it, on that stage? Because and when you do have a band in there and jamming on that stage, it's there's something just about seeing live music. I said to you before, for me, when I first really realised how special it was at a Luther Vandross concert, and I seen the guy just took his stick or whatever and touched the chimes. He just brushed it against it, and you could hear it just, and you were like, wow, you know, there's something about it. Listen, I don't believe it. Well, I do believe where the time's going. It always goes fast when you're enjoying yourself. We've literally got 20 minutes to go. Just before we go to the next break, can we? What can we get again? Are we?
What do you want to do, Jerry?
Yeah, it's Jerry something up, man.
What you do? What do you want to do?
What do you know? What we got there ready that you know? Don't just me.
Just.
Oh, you dear.
It's true.
Do you want to do that Glory Box? Have you got it?
How does that one go? Obviously not then. So what else would I know?
Out of the ones that you got.
Well, listeners, what I tell you what I'll do is I'll give these guys a chance to get ready, and we'll be right back.
Legacy 90.1 FM. Feel the vibe.
Legacy 90.1.
Legacy 90.1 FM Feel the Vibe present World Music Showcase will take place Saturday the 3rd of June at the Bannon Wall, 25 Swan Street, Manchester M45JZ, featuring the best on Zouk, salsa, reggaeton, hip-hop, soul and much more on the night. Doors open at 9:30 p.m. Advance tickets will be at £7, £10 on the door. Tickets available on Bannon Wall website and box office. Also from Legacy Radio.
Legacy 90.1.
Yes, listeners, DJ Light here. Catch me down at Band on the Wall, 3rd of June at the World Music Showcase. Plenty of music. I'll be there playing some jungle drum and bass, strictly vinyl.
Greetings, it's me, Sister Naomi, inviting you to my year-to-year Earth Day celebration. It's all about Come Pull Up the Vibes. Saturday the 3rd of June at the Western, Great Western Street, M16, 7PA. DJs on the night, playing reggae revival Roots and Lovers, Count D from the original JLS, Sylvester the Cat, Sister D, Silver Rose, and myself, Sister Naomi, alongside a very special guest. Admission is absolutely free before 11 p.m. and only £5 thereafter. Doors open 10 p.m. till 3 a.m. So come and join me and drop 2 foot and pull up the vibes.
We the People Promotions presents Back to Basic, preserving our authentic dancehall culture, bringing back the original dancehall style when 3 big sounds string up in the lawn. From the south, we have one of the pioneers that paved the way for our sound system culture today, Sir Lloyd Coxon of the legendary Coxon International. Out of the Midlands, we have the One Love Festival Sound Clash champion, Love Express Sound, with Commissioner Benji and crew. And flying the flag from the north, we have the year-to-year seasoned veteran sound Megatone Foundation, with Mega Dread and the full family. All sounds will be playing on their own systems, original back in the day style. The venue is the West Indian Sports and Social Club, Westwood Street, Manchester, M14 4SW. We start at 10 p.m. and go until late. Tickets £10 in advance with limited tickets on the door, so get your tickets early to avoid disappointment. Tickets available from all the sounds on the bill and the usual ticket outlets. For more info, call 07453 777 226.
Manchester, it's time to get shaggy. G-Star Empire proudly presents worldwide Grammy Award-winning artist Shaggy live in concert on Friday the 16th of June at Manchester Academy, Oxford Road. From reggae and rap to R&B, Shaggy is the daddy. Grab your tickets now from ticketline.co.uk or ticketmaster.co.uk. Do it now because this is one show you won't want to miss. On June the 16th at Manchester Academy. Be there.
Legacy 90.1 FM.
Feel the vibe.
Feel the vibe. Feel the vibe.
And welcome back, and you are in tune to the Search Engine UK Live Musically. I did make a mistake earlier, people, forgive me. Some people worked it out for themselves, but I gave you the wrong address for the YouTube. The actual address is Search Engine Live UK Musically. That's Search Engine Live UK Musically, and you still have 10 minutes to be able to have a look and see the wonderful, beautiful people that's in this studio this evening, who you've been hearing for the evening, and yeah, the beautiful instruments as well. Before we went, the guys were getting themselves ready, jammed up, and ready to share. So what track did you say was this was called? Raindrops. Yeah, and can we? I know with time, we're gonna. Can we get two?
Yeah, man, Jerry. We can get two down.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll start with Raindrops, listeners, and then we'll see what we're treated to after that. So, like I said, you can see live on Search Engine Live UK Musically on YouTube. Tap that into YouTube, Search Engine Live UK Musically, and we are listening here on Search Engine Live UK Musically. Empress Asha, accompanied by Lenky Sax and Jerry Lindo. Here we go. When you're ready.
Okay, are we ready? Raindrops on my window pane, it's driving me insane. Keeps falling night and day, can't carry on. Raindrops on my window pane, it's driving me insane. Keeps falling night and day, can't carry on this way. Gonna take you on a journey way back in my life, when gun crime, it was rife. It was rife. Brothers killing brothers, fighting one another. No talking to the Father, seems no one's above you. Mama cries for her child, daddy's head's down low, can't take it no more. One way down, no coming back. The graveyard did its best, and that's a fact. Raindrops on my window pane, it's driving me insane. Keeps falling night and day, can't carry on. Raindrops on my window pane, it's driving me insane. Keeps falling night and day, can't carry on this way. Next chapter of this story, little girls having babies. No, in their studies, no, their studies. Seeking to be loved, but taken advantage of. No concept of the consequences, 'cause he's being complimentary. Mama cries for her child, daddy's head's down low, can't take it no more. Her new name is Baby Mom. She's fighting over baby father, still he shows no love, no love. Raindrop on my window pane, it's driving me insane. Keeps falling night and day, can't carry on. Raindrops on my window pane, it's driving me insane. Keeps falling night and day, can't carry on this way, on this way. On this way. On this way. keeps falling night and day. Can't carry on. Raindrops on my window pane. It's driving me insane. Keeps falling. Can't carry raindrops.
Legacy. Feel the vibe.
Gotta feel the vibe.
90.1 FM.
Yes, definitely feeling the vibes in it. That was awesome. That was awesome.
That was fire.
Yeah. Fire. You know, but yeah, the music, the singing, absolutely brilliant. But the words as well of that song, I'm kind of like, it took me into so many places, and I kind of like, how old is that song?
Oh gosh, yeah, I wrote that about. Okay, so when I was explaining to you that I wrote it with Bad Full Stop when he was rapping on it, so you're talking about 3-4 years.
Wow. Because I'm listening to it, because I when I do this show, I try and pick tracks that kind of describe the topics that I'm talking about, and that I kind of just like, why did I? You know, everything. Yeah. No, why didn't I? Well, everything in its right time.
Yeah, sure.
But you know, it's about, because for me, it's very much about the words. I can probably listen to kind of like any genre of music if it's actually saying something. But that just because also like yourself, I work in that area, and I actually worked in that gang kind of arena. So much of those stories, so much of seeing parents going through losing their children and being sad, and community impact.
Went to too many funerals.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah.
Still going.
You know, it was madness.
And I think the Bad Full Stop, I don't know if that's his
like his artist name.
His artist name.
Yeah, but Money Clothing.
Yeah. Because I think I had him in here, but he was talking about. I think it was in relation to talking about something that was happening within the community.
Sure.
Linked to Hideaway.
Okay.
I can't remember his name.
But in terms of like in terms of the inspiration of that, a lot of it is like from his, you know, in terms of his poems that he wrote at the time, and the inspirations more come from the energy that he was kind of bringing still. Yeah. So.
Wow. Brilliant, I love that.
Thank you.
Loved it. Got a text that's coming in. It says, fantastic show tonight, guys. Keep up the great work. Thanks. And that's from Pauline.
Oh,
Pauline,
thank you.
Thank you very much. 8811.
Big tune.
Yeah, big tune. And I think Soul Chew is in relation to the word in the song and what it deals with.
Yeah.
And you know, because the thing is, because sometimes I think people use music to express things that they feel they can't probably express themselves.
Yeah, sure.
In words. I mean, poetry and stuff melts a lot of hearts, and how you put that. I don't know, guys. Do you send audio files of saxophones to send them a message when you're upset, or that to your loved ones? Yeah. We're going too deep there for this time of the night, guys. Okay, listen, we have literally got 3 minutes to go, so I'd like to say right now, thank you for coming in.
It's thanks for inviting us in, man.
Been beautiful. I mean, we didn't know how it was going to go this evening. As I say, with the search engine, we just try different things, but I was really inspired by Jerry, and it's further been inspired by yourselves tonight. We want to keep in contact with a lot of these people that you talked about and that you mentioned, with against the bass guitarists and things like that. We'd like to see where we can go, you know, what we continue to do. So any just words about yourselves, about how you felt about being here this evening, playing, any thoughts you had before you came here?
Well, I did
how you felt when I sent you the advert and seen your picture. You was like, how did you? Yeah.
When I sent it to him, he was like, "Did you do this?" I was like, "Nope, it wasn't me."
So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I did have a preconception of what what it was going to be like before I come. You know, so as a musician, you tend to like structure yourself. You don't want to be caught off guard, sort of thing. You know, so by coming here now, it's obviously it's completely different than obviously what I expected it to be.
Better?
A lot quieter, because I'm not used to playing quiet on the saxophone.
Okay.
I'm used to like hitting those high ranges.
Right.
And so it's been pretty disciplined for me in the street.
So what would it be then to get that? Would it be that we'd have to turn our mics down lower or?
I just do what I drowned out Asher.
Okay.
And
Alright.
obviously you still want to hear Jerry play as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm having to be very intricate in how I play.
Okay, so what you're saying is really we need a couple of good solos from yourself where you can really do your
Yes,
thing. So again we've been we've got Lenky who's been teasing us again tonight, listeners. So we'll get that fullness from yourself. But yeah, thanks for that, and it's been great having you here.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, brilliant. Jerry, part 2, bit of a change up from when we did our thing for the first of all.
It's a nice welcome change. It's a welcome change. You know, got backing. So if I mash up, you know, I've got people to prop me up. You know, it's good.
Yeah.
That's what it's
back
about,
at it.
man.
So where for you, Jerry? Then can we go? Where can we go with the Search Engine Live in this kind of arena setting?
It'd be great, you know, with like what you said, with the guy with the finger drum or the percussion.
Oh, is that something that can be done?
Yeah, easy.
No.
Or the cajon is the thing
Yeah,
that
when
will
he sits
sit
on it.
Yeah, and that will
it.
bring. It'll sound like a complete band.
Oh.
In this little small space, it sound like a band.
Do you know when you talk about small spaces? Because I was thinking about that. But when you go abroad or when you go yard and you see them little room bars and shops that are as big as a cart or something like that. You know, we're versatile. We always have been, and we always kind of like will be. So for you, Empress Asher, and thank you. It's been brilliant
man.
speaking with you and hearing you. So. How's it been for yourself?
It's been great. I just love the fact that I've had this opportunity to do this with these guys, because I don't get the opportunity very often to do it. So the fact that you provided this platform for us, you know what, give thanks, man. Definitely.
Well, I feel pleasured by you in that sense, because it's a showing of what we have around us, and this is what this whole station, because that song that you just sang then, you know, that is what this station was born out of. It was originally called Peace FM. It came around for peace, to give out that kind of message that every bit of the message of that track that you sang there. So this is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to bring people like yourself here to share this goodness, and these are the people it's like I've known David. I went to school with David, you know, and I can say I've seen him play, and I know he used to play in church, and that. But as you speak and mention these people's names and the instruments that they play, I'm imagining them kind of like here, just like you.
It's even the likes of Wyatt and the Exhibit Band. You know, he's an elder. My dad introduced me to him. He's like, see how there, and left me in the house with them. You know, that's Hume. You know, and that man will just open his arms and doors to anybody who's about music. Do you know what I mean? And he's going to be sharing that love as well and that passion. You know, and he's been doing his thing for years. When we're talking about Rubber Legs, you know, God rest his soul. You know, it's coming from them places there as well. You know, so, you know, the fact that we've dedicated this show to Rubber Legs is, you know, it's big, man. It's big.
Okay, well, we're going to get a track. What track's that going to be? But I want to ask you something else before that, to do something. But think about the track. Okay, what is it? All right. I want you to just some of these artists. You mentioned David. You mentioned Tony. Just mention some of the people that are out there who play instruments that is no.
Well, there's Ed Sachs. He's well known. He used to play on Deansgate with his saxophone. He's a proper jazz saxophonist. So
I play with him as well.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's really good. Really good.
Okay. You said David.
Who else is there? There's loads.
Well, there is, and we'll get there. Okay, just to end with.
Not all at once.
Let's end with a track then. And what's that going to? What's that going to be, guys?
What's Going On by Marvin Gaye.
Ooh, what's going on?
Only just, I don't want to say it.
What do you want to do? Got Glory Box. You want to do Glory Box? Can you do Glory Box? Do you know Glory Box?
No.
Do you want to just play anything down me for do Glory Box?
Yeah, just do,
Yeah?
do your thing. Do your
Glory Box.
Glory Box. It's a cover by Portishead.
Portishead.
So it's a different genre again.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
We're going somewhere else, peeps. Okay, guys, do you want to say your thank yous, goodbyes?
Massive thank you to everyone, man. Thank you to everybody who's been here. Thank you for everyone who's watched, got involved, for the messages, for the love. You know what? Massive shout to us. If you want to check out what I'm doing when things are happening, Twitter at Empress Asha 1, on Facebook it's Empress Asha, on Instagram it's empress.asha. I just try to think there's anywhere else. I think there's LinkedIn and it's Empress Asha as well. But type in Empress Asha, you'll find me somewhere. But no, big love, big shout. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Okay.
So I'll start, shall I? Okay. Let me do these. These keep cutting out. I need them. Okay. I'm so tired of playing with this bow and arrow. Gonna give my heart away and leave it to the other girls to play. For I've been a temptress too long. Just give me a reason to love you. Give me a reason to be a woman. I just wanna be a woman. In time and change, we're all looking at a different picture through this frame of mind. 1,000 flowers could bloom. Move over and give us some room. Give me a reason to love you. Give me a reason to be a woman. I just wanna be a woman. So don't you stop being a man. Just take a little look from outside when you can. So a little tenderness. No matter if you cry, for this is the beginning of forever and
Legacy 90.1 FM. Feel the vibe.
Staring right at 2018. atrocities of man.